Welcome back to TaraChessAcademy. Today we're going to be continuing the puzzles from the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour.
Hi, today we're gonna continue watching a very interesting position from the previous video. So if someone didn't see this position, so we're gonna start with the first moves. Yeah, so you can see that position on the chessboard is pretty sharp. Black has an extra piece, yeah, an extra knight, but white has 3 pawns. Yeah, and probably white also has very good chances to make some problems for the black king. So in the previous video, you could see that white chose not the best move. Queen f3 was played. Probably queen e4 would be a little bit better. So queen f3, and after this, black gets an opportunity to improve position of the pieces. So rook e8 was played, yeah. So attacking the knight, and also rook wants to control an open file, yeah. So unfortunately for white, another mistake happened. So knight g4 is not the best move. In this position, you see that white probably doesn't have any checks for the king, yeah, for the black king. And now, like, black piece is just looking at the white's queen side, where the king is. Okay, so in this position, queen takes a2 was played. Yeah, so the plan is just to mate the king, queen a1, and then get to e1 with checkmate. So, of course, white tries to avoid this, but probably it's too late. So king d2 was played, yeah. Of course, we still want to get to e1, yeah, and we just follow the plan and play queen a1. Knight e3 was played, yeah. I hope that you understand the plan. So white just tries to block the file for the rook, but of course, this also doesn't help. Yeah. Now you may think that it would be very nice if this pawn would move away from the chessboard and we get to c3 with the bishop. So this is why we just can capture the pawn on b2. Yeah. Now white has one check, rook f8, but of course this check doesn't help because there are 2 pieces that control this square. So rook f8 doesn't make any sense in this position. So bishop d3 was played, and after this, black has forced mate. Yeah. So you can try to find it. Now you can stop the video if you want to improve your calculations and find mate in 2 for black. And we're continuing like watching this position. So of course it's bishop c3. Yeah, we start with a check. The king can't capture the bishop because it's protected by the queen. Yeah. So king goes to 2. And Tara, could you please tell us where is mate in 1 in this position?
Then queen d1.
Queen e1, yeah, here. So
Yeah.
queen goes to e1, yeah. So because now the queen is protected by the bishop, yeah, so the king can't capture it. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that everything is clear for you in this position, and now we go to the next one. Yeah. So today we're also gonna show you 2 new games and 2 new positions that happened in the games of Grandmasters. Yeah, and so let's start with this first. So the last move for black was rook to e7. Yeah, so and now you see that the rook is attacking the queen. Probably white's position is a little bit better just because white's pieces are connected. Yeah. And I probably don't like that this bishop is still on f8, but what I do like about black's position, it's probably a powerful light square bishop. So especially if black has a chance to get to c6 with a queen, yeah, could make some problems for white. At this point, probably queen d6 would be the best solution for white in this position, but unfortunately, queen moves to h8. Yeah, of course, this move is not so good. Yeah, because now black has a plan to trap the queen. Yeah, and of course, it would be just great to play bishop to g7. Yeah. Okay, you see that the bishop is pinned. Yeah, it's an absolute pin on the chessboard. And this is why bishop g7 immediately is impossible. So what can we do? So Tara, what ideas do you have? How can black play, yeah, and help the bishop to get to g7?
Our point here as black is that you want to try and trap the queen, but if you move your rook to a7, the queen would escape.
Mhm. Yeah, of course. So if you play rook to h7, so the queen just probably moves back to e5, yeah, with check. So it's not so good. So this is why bishop g7 looks better. So let's think what we can do.
You said that we wanted to play bishop g7, but the reason was that it was a pin. To get out of the pin, you can play king f7, and it
Yeah,
gets
of
out of.
course. Yes, thank you, Tara. You are right. So that's why king f7 was played. Yeah, we want just to develop the bishop to g7 to get to this diagonal. Yeah, and also we're gonna open the file for the rook. Yeah, don't forget that the rook on c8 is protected by the light square bishop. Probably in this position, white still could try to move the queen away. Yeah, maybe play queen c3. But even if this happens, after bishop g7, I can't say that I like white's position. Unfortunately, one more mistake happened in the game. So bishop c3 was played. Of course, this move is a blunder. So yeah, this move was played probably against bishop g7, because now if bishop g7, yeah, so probably just queen takes g7, and it looks like an exchange, yeah, because the bishop is here. But probably white just forgot that bishop h6 is possible, and now it looks like the queen is trapped. So the rook on c8 is attacking it, and you see that it's impossible, it's not good to move the queen anywhere on this diagonal, because yeah, black just controls all these squares. That's why white tried to save the queen, yeah, deflect the black queen, so rook d6 was played, yeah. Black just captures, so check, yeah, but of course it doesn't help white. Yeah, so some more checks happened in the game. Yeah, bishop a5, very good that there is a rook on c8, yeah, that can help to protect the king. So rook c7 was played, yeah. Last try for white, rook d1, attacking the queen, yeah, but of course we don't have to blunder, we don't have to lose it. So after queen a6, white just resigned in this position, because even after bishop takes c7, position is still losing for white, yeah. So that's why try not to trap your queen at the corner, yeah. Usually it's not the best place for the queen, yeah. Okay, now we can go to the next position. Thank you. Yeah, so I think it's really dramatic moment. So of this end game. So this game was played like by one very strong Russian grandmaster, Alexander Grishuk, but unfortunately he lost. So he got this end game for black. Yeah, we can say that, of course, white has some advantage, especially I like that fact that white controls more space at the queen side, and probably has a plan maybe to play b5 just to push the pawns. So that's why a4 was played. Yeah, and it's very good to memorize for beginners, especially for beginners. Yeah, that in the end game, your king is not a weak piece anymore. And of course, you want to move it closer to the center, and it should help you like to improve your position. So, but unfortunately, moves that happened in the game, king d6, it's just a blunder. Yeah, and Grishuk shouldn't do this. So Tara, why do you think this move is a mistake? So what can white do after king d6?
With the move king d6, you said they're trying to activate the king, but it was a mistake because white has an idea that they can win the bishop. They have an idea to win the bishop on a6.
So probably it's discovered attack. Yes, the bishops are on the same diagonal, so how we can use this? What can we do for white?
Our move that we can play is we can play c5.
Of course, we just move the pawn with check, yeah, open up diagonal for the bishop, and after this, black just loses the bishop, so white gets an extra piece. So of course, at the grandmaster's level, it's enough to win the game, and this is why Alexander Grishuk just resigned in this position. Yeah, so it's very important to improve position of your king, but make sure that you don't lose any material after this. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this position and previous too.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to others. and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye. Thank you.